Oh wow, this was awful. It was awful, Reese.
I think everybody has an awful first
It
gig.
was
That
it
I
was
gotta tell
terrible.
you.
My first gig, it was one of my mom's old classmates' daughter's birthday. I know that was kind of like a tongue twister. So I think it was probably maybe 2015 or 2016. And I only charged them, I think it was 130 for
Okay.
4 hours.
Okay. Whew, that's better than
Oh,
me. I did 8 hours, 150. I wasn't thinking. For my frat brother too, he played me. Like I wasn't even thinking, gassing me up and everything.
uh, we've been there. We all been nah, but 130, 4 hours, it was terrible. Like, well, first of all, she was turning 30. Most of the people in there were older people. It was kind of a mixed crowd too. So I was trying to cater to the crowd and play newer music, play the wobble because that was everybody's
Okay.
thing. You play the wobble and shit like that. Like, it was awful. It was awful.
Now take me down memory lane. First gig. How was that experience?
First gig. Oh wow, this was awful. It was awful, Reese.
I think everybody has an awful first
It
gig.
was
That I
it was
gotta
terrible.
tell you.
My first gig, it was one of my mom's old classmates' daughter's birthday. I know that was kind of like a tongue twister. So I think it was probably maybe 2015 or 2016. And I only charged them, I think it was 130 for
Okay.
4 hours.
Okay. Whew, that's better than
Oh,
me. I did 8 hours, 150. I wasn't thinking. For my frat brother too, he played me. Like I wasn't even thinking, gassing me up and everything.
uh, we've been there. We all been nah, but 130, 4 hours, it was terrible. Like, well, first of all, she was turning 30. Most of the people in there were older people. It was kind of a mixed crowd too. So I was trying to cater to the crowd and play newer music, play the wobble because that was everybody's
Okay.
thing. You play the wobble and shit like that. Like, it was awful. It was awful. And it was kind of one of those things where what people still do today. Well, I'm gonna get a cheaper DJ. I was a
Right.
cheaper DJ at the time. So yeah, it was a 0 out of 10. First gig, 0 out of 10.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere. And I always say like, yo, you start off the way you start off is not going to be the way you end off. So,
Nope.
you know,
Nope, never. But this 150 for 8 hours.
I'm in a business fraternity called Alpha Kappa Psi. Yo, I pledged back in 2008. Yo, my older frat brother, like alumni, like really had me. Yo, you can come do this big party for me. It's gonna be mad people. You gonna be able to give out all these cards. Man, ain't nobody even take none of my cards. I was there for 8 hours. I think I had like back spasms, everything, just standing up. First gig, yo, sweat drenched. It was like July. Nah, man. Like I
Was it
got
outside?
outside, I got played. I ain't had no tent, nothing. Like, yo, no common sense. I didn't know how. It's 2008. I knew nothing. Like, and I was looking stuff up on YouTube. It wasn't too much. Like, I had a friend that worked. So I worked at Z100 at the time. I had a friend. So I was texting like, I think my one of my decks was like playing backwards. I didn't realize the RCAs were in the wrong spot, the red and white. So I was just, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, to be honest with
Right.
you. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. Like,
Just there to get on. Just there to get on.
I needed a shot, like 8 hours, 150. Like, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Yeah, he definitely got me. He definitely got me.
I hope do you ever see him like bring up that story? Like, yo, like,
No, you know,
yeah,
I haven't seen him since, but I see him on IG. And one of these days, though, I'm gonna pop up on him.
yes,
The rest of my money. I'm gonna pop up on
yeah.
him.
8 hours for 150. You know you was wrong. You know you.
But yo, people know how to get you when you starting off. You just try and get your feet wet, and you want the experience. You want people to see you. Like I was doing like even like bars, 5 hours, 100. Like not even. I was in Jersey City. Like it's expensive as hell out there.
Right.
Can't live off of that. Like
It's interesting you even mentioned a bar scene because somebody had made a post that 150, let's say, I mean, and I don't have no shame in saying like I've DJ bar gigs 150 for 4 hours, like whatever. But that number has not changed. It
I,
probably will never change until us as DJs take a stand like, yo, we need more money. Cause I guarantee you, the bartender's making money, the security making their flat rate, people buying drinks. You got people that saying, yo, Reese, I'm gonna come fuck with you. You bringing all these people in.
Right.
They getting money, they charging the cover to get in.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
it's a dirty game.
Yeah,
It's
yo.
a dirty game. And now you're right. Like DJs really have to band together. Because if they don't band together, like, yo, we're not accepting this bullshit ass pay, it's gonna keep happening because some DJs, they have this mentality like, oh, I don't care, I need something, or I just want to be heard. Or some people, 150 is good enough, which I think is crazy. I feel like you're not thinking correctly. Like you're, especially if you do mobile, like if you do mobile besides bar, you'll realize like, yo, you can get 2,500 to do a wedding. Like you can really get some bread. Like even marathons and walks. Like I've got 1,500 for a couple hours. Like you gotta sell yourself and think. And then you bringing all these people. Come on, how everybody else getting more money than you for the night and you doing all the work? That makes no sense whatsoever.
No sense at all. And truthfully, because I even told myself last year, because I had raised my prices again last year, and I had a client
as you should
text me like, oh wow, like I texted her a quote just off the rip, and she was like, oh wow, you increased your prices. I just booked you last year for this price. I'm like, well,
right, like come on,
inflation.
Not even that. I do this logic. Like I never said this to a client. I always want to say this. Like, would you stay at your same job for how many years and make this? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like make it make sense. Like you talking nonsense right now. Like I think it's crazy for someone to even, what, you went up $25, $50. So the fuck what? Do you talk to the gas station when they go up? Like, yo, y'all went up a couple cents. Like, come on.
Right. Like, yeah, even with the eggs, y'all gonna complain about the egg price, y'all still gotta buy eggs.
Absolutely.
Complain about the gas price, but you still gotta pump gas. So what we doing? You want to complain about the DJ prices, but the baby shower not gonna have a DJ. The prom not gonna have a DJ. The wedding not gonna have a DJ. Then what?
Right. Nah, absolutely. Man, it's crazy. And like you said, like, yo, we gotta all be a collective and be like, yo, we're not accepting that anymore. Like my price is my price. Check the reviews. I look at it like this. I don't do the whole price cutting and whatever. Like either you gonna book me or not. But yo, if somebody got over 100 reviews, like, and they 5-star, like, come on. Like, what are we talking about here?
So how do you feel about DJing for your family events? Because recently I have decided that I really wasn't going to do any family events anymore, because family events to me is like sticky. Like, because I feel like because I've been DJing 8 years now, I like to look at things like, what value am I going to get out of DJing that event? Like, who's going to be at the family event? Who's going to be there?
No, you said something that's key. You said
like, what value am I getting out of that? That's not even just for family events, but like for any events that you do. That's the outlook that I have, even private events. What value do I have being at your event?
That's true.
Now, granted, we may accept a gig that may be lower pay, but the value of who's going to be there. So if I accept a gig that's $200 less than my rate, it's probably because I see value in it. Somebody's going to be there that's important, or other important people is going to be there. So yeah, I'll do it for that rate because I see value.
If you're enjoying the content you're watching right now and you want to level up and create vibes at all the events you DJ at, well, make sure you subscribe to us right now.